Hello there, my beautiful Virgos. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for the month of August 2020. It's monthly overview, so we will be looking a little bit at your astrology patterns and getting into Oracle and a full tarot spread for you for this month. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. Welcome back as well to my new and returning subscribers. It is always wonderful to see you again. So if you have not yet done so, I do invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. And also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoy this content. Just a few quick notes before we start, Virgo, that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody out there, so take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. Overall, this is mostly going to correspond with Virgo's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising placements, so do check your personal natal chart to get even more info and messages out of this channel. Also, all of our Virgo cross watchers are welcome to join us as well. If you're interested in a personal reading, would like any information about the card decks that I use, or would like to leave a donation for the channel, all of those links and information will be down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. So Virgo, we have entered the official season of Leo, and so that's where the sun is moving as we start our month. That is why, Virgo, this will be a sensitive beginning of the month, and I would say until we get into the sun moving into your sign, which will be on August 22nd. So big quick happy birthday in advance to any of my Virgos that will be celebrating a birthday later in this month. But that's going to be, you know, a sensitive time, because when the sun is in the sign right before ours, it means that it's moving through that universal 12th house of our, of the universal chart. So all of the Virgos, you will be feeling a sense of wrapping some things up, letting some things go, because once we step into the sun in Virgo, it's like your personal new year kind of starts all over again. And so the energy does come up quite a bit. One of the best things that's happening for you astrologically this month, Virgo, is that Venus, the planet of love and romance, will be moving out of Gemini. It was in Gemini for about 4 months, during which it was also in a retrograde. Gemini is one of the harder signs for you, Virgo. It creates a challenging squared aspect to your sign. And so when the planet of love is there, relationships are challenging, and they're more difficult, and they're more blocked in general. So if you experience any of that kind of thing over the last 4 months, that would definitely be why. So as it goes into the sign of Cancer, it gets out of that energy and it enters your universal 11th house, which is a much nicer energy for socializing, connecting, and especially connecting with people on, electronic devices, because the 11th house rules Aquarius, and it's all about those electronics. So if you're looking to meet people, talk to people, connect, share, and communicate through the computer or through the phone, it's perfect timing for that. So very, very nice energy that's coming up. We do start our month with a big full moon in Aquarius on August the 3rd. And so let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see what's coming up. We have cleared the energy of, the Mercury retrograde, which affected you quite a bit as well. So that's all gone in the past, Virgo. So let's go ahead and get into your cards. We're going to pull some Oracle and do a full tarot spread. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign of Virgo as we do through August 2020 monthly overview reading. Please protect their energy as well as mine throughout the session and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Oh, yay. So Virgo, look at that. We do have the Sun. So the Sun is your major arcana card that's coming up to symbolize your personal energy for the month of August. This is very positive because the Sun card does rule Leo, and Leo is the sun sign that we are in right now. So even though, like I said, this can be a more sensitive, emotional time of cleansing, clearing, emotionally detoxing, emotionally purging, getting back in touch with your spirit, it's for a very positive outcome with that Sun card. And overall, I see you as really, with that, kind of pointing your mind, pointing your focus in a more optimistic way. Especially if it had been challenged, because like I said, you have some really good stuff coming up with the change of Venus coming through into Cancer out of Gemini. So let's get you a crystal gemstone card and see what chakra is coming up to be cleared as well this month. I like this. All right, so you got the Okanite. This is past life patterns, and it does help to clear all chakras. I'm also going to pull one from the bottom of the deck, since that one's for all chakras, and I want to get just a little more specific for you. You can do a full chakra clear, not a problem. I definitely recommend you can go onto YouTube and look up sound therapy for healing all chakras. And you can go, you know, one by one and balance those out with the sound therapy. Or you can get some of that Okanite, and that's very good for that. You know, as well, this is, again, it's past life. So, you know, your other stone that's coming up here on the bottom of the deck is the Angelite, which is connecting you with your angels, your spirits, your guides, and guardians. And this is the throat and crown chakra. So very spiritual communication coming in through the crown and through the throat there, Virgo. So my feeling is that with this energy of the sun, which we've got the sun card right there, and then we've got this angelic communication card coming in with the Angelite stone. Wow, I mean, that to me just says the sun is in your spiritual house universally, and you are going to be getting a lot of, you know, messages from the divine. You could be really, really hooking into that this month, Virgo. So let's get you a spirit animal guardian card. We're going to see which spirit animal is coming through to help protect and guide you. Ooh, peacock. So this is beautiful too. I love that this came out as vibrancy, right? And the sun, of course, is very vibrant as well. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. So Virgo, even though you're processing a lot and you're kind of in this spiritual, reflective, meditative place, you're also in a very vibrant place. You're also really letting your inner light shine, which I love to see. So let's go ahead and move Mr. Dragon over. We're going to get into your tarot spread and see what comes up for you in the overall. Dear angels, guardians, let's see what we have for our Virgos in the tarot. I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite for the main spread, and then using the Light Seers Tarot to clarify the cards. Okay. Oh, yes. Nice. Okay, Virgo. Oh, yes. Oh, love that. All right. So in the center, we have the Fool card. So to me, this is about, yeah, it's that optimism, the innocence, the faith returning. You kind of stepping into the role of, instead of being the skeptic, of more of being the true believer. I know that's a big balance for you, Virgo, because you are the balance of Pisces, and I always say Pisces is kind of that true believer that always has faith in the universe. Virgo doesn't always have that. Virgo is more earthy, practical, logical. It's like, I like to see what I'm doing before I just have faith in something. But right now, you are really putting a lot more faith in the process. You could be taking a leap of faith. You could be doing something that normally you might see as a little more risky. But there is that innocence returning. And we have the Sun, which is also a card of innocence and optimism and brightness. So very beautiful connection there. Yes, and it's about the Six of Swords, because Virgo, you are leaving behind some old pain, some old drama, some old, you know, routine or habit that was just no good for you. You're getting in that boat, you're turning all those old things loose, and you're going towards a new, smoother future. And in the immediate past, look at that. It's very easy to see what you're leaving behind. there's that Nine of Swords. This is the anxiety, the worries, the sleepless nights, you know, just trying to figure out a solution to whatever your problem is, and just kind of driving yourself crazy with it. It's like those thoughts that just won't turn off, right? We all go through that, Virgo. We definitely do. But look at what comes up on top of that. So Virgo, either you've had this revelation or you're about to, with the Ace of Swords coming through, illuminating your mind, giving you the clarity that you needed through all of that anxiety, all those worries, all those thoughts that just wouldn't stop. And going into the future, look what we have is the Three of Wands. So to me, you're in a much more like, I'm just going to sit back and let things come to me instead of feeling like I need to chase them down, because here's those ships coming in. All the things you've worked on, all the things you've fought for are coming full circle with that card, Virgo. Yes, and look at that, stepping into your power. There's your own card, the Hermit. That is the Virgo card of the major arcana. So to me, that's beautiful. I mean, right now, it's like you're stepping forward with a lot more faith and a lot more willingness to just see where the process takes you. You're going to smoother waters, leaving the rougher times behind. And this going into the future, you may need some time to yourself, no doubt, because that 12th house energy that you're working for this next 3 weeks will give you that feeling of kind of needing to pull within and introvert a little bit more. But this is your power card, Virgo. So I feel, you know, that not only are you kind of stepping away from the world a little bit and turning within, you're also stepping into your power. So here, what you're focused on, what's been coming up in your mind, what's in your subconscious is the Six of Cups. This can be a very nostalgic energy, a very sentimental feeling. It can sometimes point to wanting to reconcile an old relationship. Somebody from your past coming in, wanting to reconcile with you. Could also be memories of childhood, memories of just times that have been really good in your life, when things have been good, when things have been calm and peaceful, and you're very focused on that. It's like that's what you want, whether or not you can reconcile something from the past, or you can just feel like, I want to bring that feeling that I had back then into the future with me. That's very much what you've been focused on. Yeah, oh, and that's what's really been getting to. Look, our Nine of Swords came up again. So Virgo, wow. In the immediate past, that's what you've had. And right now, in the subconscious, this is what's focus, you know, the focus, and this is what you're really thinking about. So, you know, do some deep work, do some deep spiritual healing. Do what you can to release some of those anxious thoughts, those worries. Pull into your power, pull into your strength. Take the time that you need to take good care of yourself, because Virgo, many times you don't always take as good a care of others as you take care of yourself as you take care of others. So, you know, but that is your focus. That's what's been coming up. Is there something from the past, whether there's something that from childhood or, you know, in the family life or home life that needs to be healed, or something where, you know, somebody really let you down, somebody that you really miss, somebody that's like you can see the good parts of them, but there's also these other parts where you're like, I don't know if I can live with that, right? And see what we have on the top of the spread, crowning it, message from Spirit, is the Chariot. So to me, this is Cancer energy. Like I said, Venus moving into Cancer is very positive. It's a very positive movement, because this last 4 months for you, Virgo, they could have been very challenging when it comes to love and relationships of all kinds. And so the Chariot is all about moving forward and understanding your emotional center and really growing in that, growing in the balance of your emotional life. And sometimes moving forward, you know, sometimes there is a feeling here. It might be a little reluctant. It might be a little bit like, oh gosh, I don't know how I'm going to let go of this. But you're really trying. I really see you making a huge effort right now to really let go of this old pain, no matter what it is. Yes, and the Magician card is coming up, which is also one of your cards. The Magician is both Gemini and Virgo because it's Mercury ruled. And I think that's very interesting as we talk about Venus is moving out of Gemini into Cancer. Here's the card that rules both Gemini and Virgo, and it's the Alchemist. So to me, Virgo, I was going to call Gemini, but Virgo, this is about you using your spirit, your thoughts, your heart, your emotions, your thoughts, your logic, your good judgment, and recreating something new. That's absolutely what that is. It's like you're really looking to move forward to something. It's like you don't want to be stuck in that old painful feeling anymore. And it hasn't been easy. I really do get that sense. So let's get into some advice for you. Let's see what comes up along the side here. Wow, okay, so Virgo, some really strong cards here. Suggested approach, stand in your power. This is beautiful with the Empress card. Nurture yourself, love the people that are worth your love. This is Taurus energy, Libra energy. The Empress is all about, to me, creativity, abundance, nurturing, really, you know, being in tune with nature, with the earth, with the vibration of life, because she is that kind of universal goddess, mother sort of figure. But it's time to get more creative, Virgo. It's time to really just blossom. It's like that peacock, right? The vibrancy. It's like, let your light shine. That is so important. And, you know, if your heart's been broken, if you've been through a really tough time in love, that Empress card is saying your heart is still there, Virgo. Even if somebody hurts you and you feel like you gave them everything, don't worry. You still have a lot of love left. You still have your whole heart left. And anybody that hurts you, it's like that's going into the past. That really is. It's like you're hurting over it. You're thinking about it a lot. But you're gonna emerge from this stronger. That really comes through with that Empress. Four of Cups, yeah, and this is what's making this a little hard for you to do right now, because that Four of Cups is like you just kind of feel like things have been a little stagnant emotionally. You feel like you've been missing out on life a little bit. I get, ooh, yeah, okay. I'm getting a little sense here that what you're feeling is that you've spent, for some of you, not obviously all because this is general, but for some of you, that you have really spent like a whole lot of time on somebody that just wasn't right for you in the end, and you feel like, oh, I want my time back, right? There's that feeling that you feel like you've missed out on a bunch of things you could have been doing because you were pouring so much of your energy into that situation or that person. But don't worry about that. Please don't worry about that, Virgo. You've got time. You can recreate this. You can still decide to get up from that fourth cup that you've been waiting on, you know, and say, you know what, I'm going to live for the now. I'm not going to live for what might be or what might could have been. I'm going to live right in the now, right in the power of this moment. What you need to know is the Four of Pentacles. So there is something that you may still be holding on to in the heart space, which is totally normal. It's totally fine, you know, but don't hold on too tight, Virgo, because you don't want to protect too much of that. This could also be concerns about money or finance, you know, and you might feel like you've got to really be playing things super careful. Sometimes that can come up around that Four of Pentacles. You know, work on healing yourself. Work on doing that, but also don't get so, you know, defensive. Don't get so much that you're holding on to the past that you can't have enough room to let in the future. Yeah, Page of Swords, very youthful energy, so new thoughts, new ideas, new communication. That is one of my definite spy cards. There could be somebody that's either interested in you or you're interested in them. There could be some new communication coming through via text or via email with that card as well. And stay open to new ideas. Stay open to new thought, new ideas, new possibilities. You know, you got that Three of Wands right now going into the future. So it's more time to sit, relax, and let the information come to you. Hopes and fears. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a very normal one. Nine of Pentacles, because what we really want is that stability, that solid feeling. You really want to be self-sufficient and really have everything together, whether it's your business, your love life, your, you know, just the whole thing, the home and family. You want to have good foresight. You want to feel like you can predict outcomes before they happen, because you might have been really blindsided by something here, Virgo, and you're like, dang it, why didn't I see that coming? It's like, sometimes we just can't. Even for people like me, people that are intuitive, you ask us, we can't see everything that's coming. Because we're not meant to, right? Or some of these things we're just not meant to, because we have to go through whatever the challenge is, even if it doesn't make sense at the time. Just give it time. It will reveal itself as to why it came through in your life, for sure. And yes, I mean, look at that Five of Cups. So Virgo, there's been some disappointments. There's been some kind of heartbreak, some kind of grief or loss here. There's no doubt about that. You just don't want to repeat that. That's how you feel right now. You're like, I don't want to go there again. And this is why that's coming in. You know, try not to pull into the fear side of that, because my feeling is this has already gone into the past. This is going on the way out. On the outcome here, you know, we have the Page of Wands. So to me, that again is a big rebirth. It's similar to the energy of the Sun, energy of the Fool card, energy of the you know, the Emperor. It's that bright, fiery, new beginning. It's new doors opening. The Page of Wands is a very youthful energy, so sometimes it can feel a little immature, a little playful, a little silly, but it also reminds you, Virgo, remember to have some fun. Remember to shake things up a little bit. Don't take everything so hard. Don't take it all so hard to heart, because everybody does have their challenges, and even though that may not be a huge comfort, it just does remind you to, you know, it might sound really cheesy, but it's kind of like dance in the middle of the rainstorms, right? That's really what this is about. Even if things are hard, even if you're still processing, it doesn't mean that you have to be sad and down and heavy about it every single day and every moment. So on top of that, we have that High Priestess. So yet again, very intuitive energy. Like I said, you know, most of this month is a super intuitive month, and you have a lot of power there. You've got your Empress, you've got the Nine of Pentacles, you've got the High Priestess. These are very, very nice, very strong cards that really show that you're stepping into a new level of intuition and awareness. And look at that. We have the Ace of Swords coming up there on the bottom of the Rider-Waite. Ooh, and yes, Death and Rebirth is on the underside of the Light Seers Tarot. So big changes, big transitions, but right now going into the immediate future, we do have that energy of you stepping into your power, and you may need some time to just reflect and, you know, and heal and go within. But Virgo, I feel like by the time the end of this month comes around, the energy is going to shift up a lot for you. You'll probably be feeling better. I think you will. I really do. Even if you're still working through it, it's not going to be quite that heavy, because a lot of the big heaviness is going away. And yeah, we had the Ace of Swords twice in this reading, so there's major clarity. I always feel the presence of Archangel Michael as well with that Ace of Swords. So whenever you're feeling just really heavy or anxious, call on Archangel Michael and ask him to help clear those thoughts, clear that heaviness, and protect your energy. Ooh, and we have on the bottom, well, not the bottom, but from the Hero's Journey affirmation, Trip the Light, fantastic dance with the universe, Virgo. Like I said, that's what that Page of Wands is about. It's remembering to find joy in whatever you feel drawn to. And that's about really, you know, dance with the universe, be vibrant with the peacock, right? The sun is there. So choose to go towards that energy, Virgo. I hope you have an amazing month, and I will be seeing you again very soon. Take care.